Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. EQOAnostalgia here, and evidently I'm going to be eating my hat over Pantheon because it looks like they've got some stuff coming up that might be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know about that. Because, well, one of the first things I did to check out the changes is I went over here, and I noticed back in May they allow you to join their Discord server finally. So I don't know how long that's been a thing, or if they just opened it. I doubt it. It's probably been around for a while. You had to pay for it probably, right? Maybe somebody can tell me down in the comments, because that's how it seems to go with Pantheon. You got to pay for things. So I went to join, and the first thing I was met with is, hey, you got to complete these steps, okay? All right, so let's check out these steps. Verify your phone number. No. When I join a Discord, I don't want to give you my personal information, okay? We're not going to share it. I don't care. I don't want to have to give you my phone number. Agree to the rules. Treat everyone with respect. Absolutely no harassment, witch hunting, sexism, racism, or hate speech will be tolerated. All right, cool. No spam or self-promotion. Whoa, what? Server invites, advertisements, etc. Okay. Like videos talking about the game. Without permission from a staff member. This includes DMing fellow members. So, this looks like you're not allowed to make content without running it by them. Am I getting that wrong? Do I have to submit to Daddy first before I can put things up over here? You see what I'm saying? You see how restrictive this is and why a person like me doesn't want anything to do with it? No NSFW, yeah, that goes without saying. If you see something against the rules or something that makes you feel unsafe, oh, come on. Let staff know we want the server to be a welcoming space. Now, that just smacks of wokeness. And I'm increasingly irritated by this kind of shit. Read the server guidelines and agree to them before posting. All right. Well, I'm not going to agree to this, and I'm not going to give you my number. Why? Well, because there's a little old community over here. And I'm sorry, but I just got to keep doing this because I'm checking in on Monsters and Memories in Pantheon, and I'm seeing how to do things right and how not to do things. And guess what? Nobody over here has to run any of this by Big Brother first. We can just post what we want over here pretty much. As long as we're being civil, right? We're all adults here, right? I don't think anybody wants to post any links to anything really spicy. We're just trying to talk about the game. And you'll notice that people are able to talk about the game. Nobody's telling them, hey, you got to run this by us first. Just in case it's, something we don't like. In other words, if you make something criticizing them and you want to post it over there, that's not nice. That's against our rules. So over here, you'll notice people can post what they want. People are posting all the stuff that they want to post without any nonsense, okay, including myself. And it's just a lot more positive of an atmosphere over here. And I guess that's what happens when you betray community trust. You have to put a filter over everything. I don't know. But I seem to remember being removed from the MMORPG subreddit talking about the game for self-promotion, even though I didn't break their rules and I did exactly what they said to do. If you want to promote your content over here, you can absolutely do that. Just do it in text format so people don't instantly have to click the link and leave a paragraph, and that's what I did, and I still got banned. After somebody said, oh, this is self-promotion, and then said almost the same exact thing over on the Pantheon subreddit. Self-promotion. So now I'm going to expose how these guys are garbage. And I'm going to very clearly show you how they censored me. This was starting to get traction over here. They took it down. I find it funny that the video that I literally just uploaded was showing people how the same exact shit happened to me with Landmark and with EverQuest Next. The same exact shit. Now look, they thought they were going to be slick and they deleted their comment. But let me show you something, folks. Let me show you something that your boy saved real quick. You see that? You guys can see that, right? Very sus, he says. Well, this is worded the same way. 4 days self-promotion. Very sus, huh? You know what I think is very sus? This shit right here. This shit is pretty sus from where I'm sitting, asshole. My subs haven't seen me this mad in years, so congratulations. Look at this shit. Are you kidding me? If you do this again, you will be banned. Oh, will I? I'm going to be banned, huh? Never mind the fact that I put in all this work for how long to promote your game? That doesn't matter to you, though, does it? Because now that the chips are down and people have seen you for what you are, oh, you just got to go. Look at, and this freaking video, dude, I uploaded not even an hour ago, a little more over than an hour ago, okay? I was talking about how they did the same shit to me with EverQuest Next. The White Knights came out as swinging. Oh, this guy's garbage. This guy's garbage. And the video was absolutely on point. And their subreddit shut down. Okay? And look, like I showed you guys in the video, what happened with Landmark? Gone. Why? Negative karma troll account. So they'll come up with any bullshit excuse to get rid of you. Guys, I'm showing you right here. Look, read, compare. Same wording, practically identical wording. Okay? And then take a look at what they did to cover their tracks. They got it taken down over here. And they got it taken down over here. This is where they control it, okay? They had to petition to get it taken down. They reported it, and now it's up for review. And this is the reason why I'm still so pissed off. Because the moderators on the MMORPG subreddit are trying to tell me, oh, you were promoting a private server. No, I wasn't. Oh, well, you weren't following our rules about direct linking. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. You can look above and see that I posted the link and then a paragraph. It wasn't just a link post. It was a text format post. I followed the rules. All right? Then I came over here and I was pissed and I told you, yeah, ban me, F you deceitful. You know? How would you guys feel about that? I'm going to have if you insist, you're banned. All right, cool. You wanted to do that anyway. You were going to do that anyway. Whether or not I said that, you were still going to ban me the second I posted that. All right? So now it should be pretty easy for people to see why you got to run everything by them. They don't want you to just post over here. You got to run it by us first. We got to pre-approve it. That's called damage control. Then I come over here and I notice their Discord's doing the same thing. Right? No spam or self-promotion. Trying not to be too spicy here, but bitch, you're lucky anybody wants to talk about your game, period. Okay? There are a lot of games that we can talk about as content creators. You should feel fortunate when people want to talk about it. In any capacity, right? Even if it's negative, well, at least you're still getting some press. And let's be honest, this negativity that's coming in from the community, you did that to yourselves. And they even apologized for it over here. I'm not sure exactly where. Right here. They're even like, yo, look, our bad. We done goofed. Let me see. Where is it? Yeah. Over here, they're like, we understand that for many of you, we have damaged your trust. That's on us. All right, well, how do you make that better? You don't make that better by acting like Big Brother and wanting to hold me by the hand anytime I want to post anything and calling it self-promotion. So unless I'm reading that wrong, maybe somebody can correct me. Unless I'm reading that wrong, they're still doing the same shit they were always doing. Okay? What the? I don't want to have to go run everything by you guys. You know what I mean? Why would I want to do that when there's another game that I can talk about without having to deal with that shit? There's plenty of games that I can talk about without having to deal with that shit. One of them being Eternal Tombs. Nobody's trying to tell me, hey, before you run your self-promotion on our website, your dirty, filthy self-promotion, you plebeian, make sure you run it by us first. So 247 has been scrapped, okay? The alpha testers can talk about the game without any NDA pretty soon. Visually, they still have an NDA. What does that mean? That means that, well, they can't show any screenshots or any video without running it by Big Brother first. And Nathan Napalm even made the joke, would you guys like me to just like have the camera on my face while I experience the game and tell you what I'm seeing? Which I'm like, yeah, bro, do it. Let's go. I love Nathan Napalm. Everybody knows that. We don't see eye to eye on this stuff, okay? But I'm not begrudging him. It is what it is, man. And I think it's actually interesting that we have the two different sides talking about this. He feels one way about it. I feel completely different. And we're still buddies, okay? But it's interesting that they likely saw Monsters and Memories and how people were testing it immediately without being charged, no NDA BS, okay? And they felt the heat of that, and they're like, oh, we gotta start opening things up a little bit more. But you still have to pay, I think it's what, $250 to get access to it? I don't want to pay to test your game, bro. All right? I just don't want to do it. So I think you guys are approaching this all wrong. Now, I just have to interject here for a moment. I was editing everything together, and I remembered Sean from Monsters and Memories yesterday, and something that he did that was very noble. And this is one of the reasons why I love the Monsters and Memories guys. And I don't mean to put you on the spot, Sean, or try to say you're slamming Pantheon. I know you're not. Anytime anybody talks trash about Pantheon, he's like, guys, let's move away from this. So I kind of feel bad making this video, but I got to put my thoughts out there, man. Last night, people were like, hey, Sean, what can we do to support Monsters and Memories? We want to give you money. And he's like, no. We're not comfortable taking your money yet. Okay? But Project Gorgon, on the other hand, is a game that is being made by 2 developers. We can tell they're passionate. One of them has cancer right now, man, and they're in a bad way. So if you want to support us, support them. Just pay it forward to them. And, dude, this is night and day between Visionary Realms and what Monsters and Memories is doing. So check this out real quick.
Experience with it. And when we ran around, it was just like constantly discovering something new and interesting. And yeah, I think if you approach it as the game that it is, it's a game that was made for the most part, if I'm not mistaken, by 2 people who really, it's a huge passion project, right? Like both Eric and Sandra are industry veterans, and they wanted to make this interesting thing, and they have like really just been grinding on it, and as they mentioned, employing people when they could, and have run into a really shitty circumstance beyond their control. Nick linked the Project Gorgon website in there, so it's that time of year anyway, right? Like people come in here a lot and they're like, hey, how can I support you and all that stuff, and we appreciate it a ton. Everybody that comes in and wants to like, oh man, we'd love to support you right now, or take my money, or all that stuff. We're not at a point where we're comfortable with that. We're until the team says otherwise, we're comfortable with the approach that we're taking. And we're working the way that we're working. And so if you've got that like $10 or whatever, if you've got that desire to help an indie team, then I don't know, like help us with some good karma by doing something good for somebody else, I guess. Maybe something like that, right? We're coming up on the holiday season. They're in a very unfortunate, very shitty situation. And so I would say, do something good for somebody else would be a good gift for us. And then, when we get to a point where we're ready to take some cash or whatever, then, karma will pay it forward, and you'll have had some time to save up your cash and put it out there again. But the game that we played when we played it was very much a passion project, you could tell, and you could see the imperfections, and you could see some of the challenges they were running into in different areas, but you could definitely tell that people that cared about making a cool and interesting and unique experience for people were investing a lot of themselves into doing that.
And I think what you need to be doing is you need to just take it on the chin and just start working for free. I know that sounds crazy. People have to eat, right? But your reputation's at stake, and taking more money at this point, I don't think people are going to be too willing to give it over to you. I think you just need to crunch and do it for very little money. Okay, because you've had 10 years to get this out the door, and that's on you, right? You said, that's on us. What we did, that's on us. All right. So if it's on you, then just get working, man. In your off time, in your spare time, develop this game. And then get a hold of us once it's developed. So we're going to have a Q&A on the Discord, which is why I wanted to go over there to begin with. It's coming in December, I believe. And yeah, I heard from the community on Monsters and Memories, you got to jump through hoops before you can even go over there, and it's very cultish. If you say anything negative about the game, it's a dog pile, and yeah, I'm very positive that's exactly what it is. So am I excited about this? Not really. Not really. Couldn't they turn this around? Yeah, they can turn it around, but it's going to take a lot of work. Visually, I think that they need to ditch the way the character models look. They absolutely look horrible. In my mind, it would be better to just go full Breath of the Wild, like cel-shaded style, and just do it that way. I know they were kind of trending in that direction, and visually, some of these shots look pretty good. I got to be honest. I like how dark it is at night. There are things that I see here that's like, okay, I feel you. But then I look at the way that they treat people who make content around this game, and they treat people who want to just hop in and check this game out, and they're like, just give us money. And if you want to talk about it, then just let us pre-approve it. And I'm sorry, but that puts a bad taste in my mouth. I'm still salty about being booted off of the MMORPG subreddit and their subreddit, and the same language was being used by the person who reported me. Self-promotion. And then I look at the self-promotion rules, and it's like, okay, well, it says you can post your own video as long as it's done in text format so that people don't have to click on the video, and just give them a paragraph. That's exactly what I did, and I was still banned. I still have yet to hear an apology about that shit. I still am banned over on their subreddit and on the MMORPG subreddit. I know people are like, well, that's not Visionary Realms, whatever. All right, well, the people who are associated with them did that. And I'm still heated about it. Okay? That was a dirty thing to do, man. And then I go to their Discord and they're like, well, let us just screen our phone calls real quick. we're not taking calls. We need to hear your message first and we'll call you back. No. That's not how it's done. So if people are excited about this, that's cool, man. I'm not trying to dunk on you. And I hope things work out and the game comes out and it's awesome because people paid a lot of money and put a lot of time into this. But this company, I do not like them. I don't like the way they do business, and I really don't think that my opinion on that is going to change anytime soon. It's very restrictive, very authoritarian, and I just don't like it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. God bless. If you like this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.